We got to get back to doing what's expected of us as free citizens in this democracy. That means being tolerant, being respectful, staying informed, and being engaged. I'm former Congressman Joe Walsh. Follow me here and join the millions of Americans who are renewing their social contract with each other. The social contract, it's on us.
Hey, it doesn't matter what Trump says. It just doesn't. It never really has. What does that say about us? I want to get into that for a moment today. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. I'm on the road. I apologize for the quality of the Social Contract podcast today. This happens every now and then. I'm out on the road campaigning for Kamala Harris. I know you're all rooting for me. I know everybody listening to me right now is happy for me. I was in Pennsylvania, Northeast Pennsylvania last night at a rally. Republicans and independents. I was with the second gentleman, Doug Emhoff, Kamala Harris's husband, last night in Northeast Pennsylvania. Now I'm on my way to Long Island to do an event and a rally and encourage young people, college students, to get out to vote. 15 days to go. But let's get back to this, because I think this says so much. And again, I apologize about the quality of the shot. I apologize if I look like shit. Hopefully you can hear me just fine. It doesn't matter what Donald Trump says. He can say anything. It's never mattered what Donald Trump says. Big deal, right? What I'm interested in, though, is what that says about us. Let's look at that. What does that say about us as a people? What does that say about our democracy? What does that say about our broken political system? That a candidate for president can say anything and it won't hurt him. That a candidate for president can lie every time he opens his mouth and it won't hurt him politically. What does that say about us? That a candidate for president, a former president, can be cruel, intolerant, bigoted, hateful, mean, dishonest, ignorant, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't hurt him politically. I don't care what that says about Trump. What does that say about us? Trump was at a rally in North Carolina last night. And Donald Trump at that rally in North Carolina said that his daughter, Tiffany Trump, graduated number 1 in her class at law school. That's what Trump said. His daughter graduated number 1 in her class at her law school. The only problem is that law school doesn't rank students. There is no ranking. And in fact, his daughter Tiffany didn't even graduate with honors. So a lie. He lies about everything. Big lie, little lie, that's a little lie, right? My daughter graduated number 1 in her class. Absolute lie. The 2020 election was stolen. That's a big lie. But everybody at the rally applauded. Came out this morning that Trump lied. His daughter didn't graduate number 1 in her class. In fact, nobody did. There were no rankings. His daughter did not graduate with honors. But none of his supporters will care. I'd argue most Americans won't care. He lies every time he opens his mouth. And yet he's not penalized. Other candidates can lie. Other candidates have lied. historically, and they pay a price for that. Other candidates who've lied about their lives, their records, lied about anything big and small. Other candidates before Trump have lied. Not as much as Trump's lied, but it's impacted other candidates, but not Trump. Donald Trump over the weekend said that Arnold Palmer has a big penis. Doesn't matter. Trump could say anything. Trump could say, no, I got to watch myself. I won't say that. I caught myself. Trump could say anything about Arnold Palmer's penis. Donald Trump could say anything about what he might have done to Arnold Palmer's penis. And it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter at all. If Joe Biden stood on a stage and said, man, and went off on a riff, Arnold Palmer has a huge penis, I think Joe Biden would pay politically. People would say, oh my God, Biden's lost it. He's nuts. Trump can say that he's going to put the military on the American people, on his opponents. Donald Trump can say that, and he has repeatedly. It hasn't hurt him politically at all. If Joe Biden or Barack Obama had said, as they were running for president, that, you know what, they were going to use the military to go after their political opponents, guaranteed Barack Obama would have paid a political price for that. Joe Biden certainly would have paid a political price for that. Any other candidate would have. People were up in arms, have been up in arms the last couple days about what Trump said about Arnold Palmer's penis. And when I heard it, I really didn't talk about it that much. I went on some radio show and I said it doesn't matter. We're at a point where with Trump where it doesn't matter what he says. Now think about that at one level. A candidate for president of the United States running for the most powerful position in the world, and it doesn't matter what he says. Putin's a great guy. I work for Putin. That wouldn't hurt Trump. I'm gonna cut off Ukraine and I'm gonna support Putin. I'm gonna help Putin take all of Ukraine. That wouldn't hurt Trump politically. He can say anything. It's obviously a really dangerous place, right, to be a candidate for president who is not held accountable for anything he says. It's a place we don't want to be. I don't think we want to be in a place where, as Trump said so many years ago, I could shoot and kill somebody in the middle of New York City and it wouldn't hurt me politically. I don't think any of us want to be in that place. I believe that Trump's pretty accurate when he said that. Trump's proven that he can lie every time he opens his mouth and it doesn't matter. Trump's proven that he can say the most vile, hateful things, and it will not hurt him politically. What does that say about us? Well, what does it say about his supporters? I can tell you what it says about Trump's hardest, most loyal supporters. Not only doesn't it hurt Trump with them when he lies, when he says stupid, ignorant, cruel, mean stuff, Trump's supporters love it. It's a big part of why they're drawn to Trump. Donald Trump's supporters want Trump to be cruel. They like it when Trump lies. Because for them, Trump's their revenge. These are people that are just so fucking pissed off at everybody who's ignored them or diminished them or made fun of them or opposed them all these years. Democrats, the media, Hollywood, CNN, right? All these folks who've looked down on Trump supporters all these years, who've made fun of Trump supporters all these years, all these folks who've been on the other side, right? All the elite Hollywood Dems and all the rest of them. When Trump's their revenge against all of them. So Donald Trump is a bad guy, a flawed guy. They like that because he's their revenge. He's their punch in the face. So with them, what does it say about them? We're talking about Americans who've felt ignored for so long. Trump really is like a cult figure to them. So he can do no wrong. And in fact, his cruelty, his dishonesty, his ignorance, his supporters love that. So with them, that's why. That's why it doesn't impact them. But all the rest of us, this is problematic. All the rest of us who aren't Trump's hardcore supporters, who aren't, and pardon me, Trump's hardcore supporters. I used to be a Trump hardcore supporters. You are cult members. By definition, you are. If you can't acknowledge your leader can do anything wrong, you are caught up in a cult. If your leader can do anything, kill anybody, lie about anything, attack anybody, betray America, do anything like that, and you stick with him, I'm sorry, guys. You belong to a cult. I'll do whatever I can to help you wake up and get out of the cult like I did, but you belong to a cult. If your leader can be a criminal and be un-American and be above the law and not accept the results of an American election, and I can go on, and you're just fine with all of that. If your leader can look you in the eyes every single day and lie to you, and you say, "Thank you, sir, give me another," lie to me again, you belong to a cult. You are a cult member. And it's not healthy. It's never healthy to ever be in a position where you obediently follow a politician and can never, ever criticize that politician. But I digress. That's Trump's supporters. Why doesn't it hurt Trump and Trump's supporters are maybe 35, Trump's hardcore supporters are maybe 35% of the American population. Trump can't win with just his hardcore supporters. Trump right now is in a tie. Trump for the past year has lied every day, said ugly stuff every day, said crazy stuff every day, said mean, hateful, cruel, ignorant, un-American, lawless stuff every day. And yet, what about all the rest of us beyond Trump's base? Why hasn't Donald Trump, we've never had a politician like that, like this. Anybody else would be banished to Siberia. Nobody else who does and says the shit Trump does could get away with it with all the rest of us. But yet here he is, 14 days out, and he's tied. And anywhere from 46 to 48% of the American people right now support him in the polls beyond his base. So why can Trump say anything to the rest of us and it doesn't hurt him? I believe part of that is because of Trump, because he says so many bad, horrible, dishonest things every day, every week, every month, every year, and he's been doing it now for 8 or 9 years, that most of the rest of us have just tuned it out. Most of the rest of us just roll our eyes, shrug our shoulders, move on and get on with our lives, make our money, try to keep our tax bill low, raise our family, plan the vacation, do all the rest of it, and we just look away. We've dumbed Trump down. The rest of you, and I'm not talking about Trump's base again, I'm talking about the rest of you who are perfectly okay with Donald Trump saying that Arnold Palmer has a big penis. All the rest of you who can just be okay with that. You're perfectly okay with Donald Trump lying every time he opens his mouth. For all the rest of you, you've kind of made a deal with the devil. You have. You've stopped paying attention. You've let yourself hold Trump to a lower standard. You have. You wouldn't allow this with any other politician. You would have put Joe Biden in a home by now if he said the ugly, crazy, dishonest stuff that Trump said. But no, all the rest of us have normalized Trump. It's part of his secret sauce. But fuck Trump. I'm talking about the rest of us. What does this say about the rest of us? The rest of us have stopped doing our job. We've stopped caring and staying informed. Again, I'm not talking about Trump's base. I love them, but they are caught up in a cult. All the rest of us who right now are going to decide if this horrible person is put back in the White House, all of the rest of us have stopped doing our job. We've stopped caring about right and wrong. We've become cynical. Oh, yeah, Joe, Trump sucks, but you know what? Our politics in general sucks, and besides, I just want to keep my tax bill low, so I don't care if Trump lies. You've sold out. You've stopped doing your job as an American citizen. You've stopped caring. You've stopped paying attention. You've stopped you for not holding Donald Trump to the same damn standard. Don't you be surprised now when other politicians, other Republicans, they're learning from Trump. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised these other Republicans who've learned from Trump. Be surprised when they start acting like Trump, because they have. Shame on us. I mean it. Again, not Trump's base. Shame on the rest of us for selling out and for not caring enough about this country to hold Trump to the same damn standard you all think everybody else to. Shame on you. All of you who've tuned Trump out, who've tuned Trump's dishonesty out. Shame on you. Shame on you, all you wealthy Republican businessmen who don't think you're part of a cult, but you're a businessman and you make a lot of money. And oh, yeah, Trump lies all the time and he's a bad, horrible person. And I'd never want to do business with him, but I'm still going to vote for him. Shame on you. Shame on you for not putting your country first. Shame on you for not giving a damn enough about your country. That you can look at a candidate for president and say, it doesn't matter what he says. It doesn't matter what he says. Because that's what you're saying. Again, I acknowledge that's what the Trump cult members are saying, but all the rest of you independents and supposedly smart, educated Republicans who are still going to vote for Trump, you may think you're not part of the Trump cult, but you're saying the same damn thing. You're saying it doesn't matter what a candidate for president says. For whatever reason, for whatever selfish interest you have. So yeah, you can see where I'm going and where I've gone. It doesn't speak well for us as a people. It doesn't speak well for the media. We've all normalized them, but it doesn't speak well for us as a people that a man, damn it, can stand in front of us day after day and lie to us, stand in front of us day after day and spew un-American, anti-democratic, dangerous bullshit. He can spew this stuff day after day, and it doesn't matter. That speaks a hell of a lot more poorly of us than it does of Trump. Don't you, damn it, don't you damn be surprised, you wealthy Republican lawyer, you wealthy Republican investment banker. Don't you be surprised when this fucking country blows up, if and when that guy's back in the White House, because you cared more about your taxes than you do this country. It doesn't speak well of us. It doesn't speak well of you. My God, that a candidate for president can say anything. Anything. Keith, I'm done. Be brave, everybody. Be brave.
Remember to listen, share, and follow The Social Contract with Joe Walsh on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and everywhere great podcasts are found. And be sure to leave a 5-star review. This has been The Social Contract with Joe Walsh.